person in India is hard. Being a sports person at the level that you've been able to achieve is harder because the system isn't geared up to support you. There is no infrastructure, whether it's mentors, coaches, funding. I mean, all of that is really hard to come by. And I've heard this from a lot of people, that it really is your own motivation, it's your own sort of personal dream, and it is your family and friends who are sort of really helping you push your way forward. If you were to look back today and try and make changes that would help other Sania Mirzas be able to live this dream, what do you believe is the need of the hour today?
Well, I mean, I just want to tell you that being a sports person is hard, which is outside of cricket. Because being in cricket, there is a system in place, and there is a very good system. Now we have a system for badminton as well, which is why you see so many champions coming out. And that's just like, that proves to you that the minute there's a force behind you, and there are people to go to and people to help out, you can produce them. It really doesn't have to do with anything else. And put in being a woman is even harder, because you're not just fighting a lot of the stuff on the court, you're fighting so many things off the court, because you're doing things that are outside of the box, that are, I mean, I don't think when a girl is born, the first thought that comes to most people's heads in our side of the world is like, oh, let's make her a, sports...
let's make her anything.
No, I mean, I don't know about anything, but I don't think that they're thinking
that's a reality for many.
Let's make her a boxer or a tennis player. I mean, that is changing. So in tennis, I mean, I would love to be involved more in terms of actually, right now we have this girl called Karman Thandi, who is, supposed to be our next best thing. She's about 250 in the world, and she's very talented. She's got everything. She's 6 feet tall. I mean, if I was like, I wish I had your height. I would have been top 10, not top 30 in singles. So I tried to help her. She was here in Dubai. So I want to do more on-ground stuff like that, where I actually feel I'm making a difference, where I can share my experience, share what I have been through. Yesterday she sent me her schedule and she's like, what do you think I should play? So I want to do that kind of stuff. But I also want to get involved a little bit in the system, because we need change. And who better than the people that have actually played the game and experienced everything to bring that change and to actually say that, no, this is not right. This is not how we're going to produce it. I mean, if we keep going the way we are, we're going to have a champion every 30 years, which we do, and that's not because of the system, that's despite of the system. So, so those are the things that, so I have my tennis academies, for example. So that is one way of doing it, where we're trying to nurture kids. We're trying to start a tennis league over here in UAE, where we're trying to get the local, kids who don't have that much exposure to come out and play tournaments, to play matches, to get the feeling of winning and losing. So all this stuff is part of a system. So, but as an individual, there's only so much I can do. I need to get inside a system to actually create a change.
So is getting inside the Indian system, how hard do you believe that's going to be? Harder than winning a Grand Slam?
I think I'm going to pass this question. I think that if you get inside anything for the right reasons, I think it's worth the fight. For me, that's what I believe. That's how I've lived my life. And if you want to do anything that is going to create something better, or the attempt to create something better. So it is going to be hard. I'm not saying, I don't want anybody's seat. I don't want to get inside a system where I'm like, oh my God, let me take this guy out and I'll be, that's not my plan, because I really don't need that and I don't have time for that. I'm a full-time working mother, but it's more about actually trying to have young girls and young boys believing and saying, oh, today I want to go and I want to train a certain place. Where do I go? Who do I call? I want to be that call. I want to be that person who they can come to and be like, so Rohan Bopanna is doing his bit, I'm doing his bit, Mahesh is done. So we're all trying to do it little by little, and hopefully it'll come together.
Well, I hope that I would imagine young girls wanting to make that call to Sania Mirza to understand a little bit of your process, your method, your madness and your magic. I mean, what an experience that would be for somebody who's trying to get into the game.